Welcome back to this special episode of DBL. When you become a mom, you develop this innate sense to protect your child, no matter what the cost. Well, our next guest has been fighting for her son for years. She shared her story with us a few years ago, and before we welcome her back to the show, here is a reminder of her story.
Max and Riley, if we get to meet you today, we love you.
After 2 years of IVF treatments in March of 2017, Amber Freed became a mom to twins Riley and Maxwell. But as time passed, her joy turned to worry when she noticed her son was not progressing like his sister.
At about 4 months old, Riley started grabbing rattles and touching my face, and Maxwell would just lay there. And then one day it occurred to me, Maxwell has never held a rattle. It was the weirdest thing, but I knew at that moment something was wrong.
After seeing many doctors, Maxwell was diagnosed with a rare neurological condition called SLC6A1. It causes seizures, severe movement and speech disorders, and intellectual disability. For 7 years, Amber has been by her son's side, from researching the best medicines to holding his hand during the countless hospital visits. She even made the difficult decision to move her family from Colorado to Texas so Maxwell could be close to his doctors.
I want him to be healthy and happy in whatever capacity that looks like for him.
Wow. To tell us more about motherhood and how her son Maxwell is doing today, Amber Freed joins us live. Amber, welcome back. Good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
So good to see all of you. You've been so instrumental on my journey.
Oh, Amber, thank you so much. Yeah, good to see you. Like Sam said, it's a tough one today for sure. Amber, you are a mom to 7-year-old twins. Paint us a picture of what life is like for you right now.
Life is so crazy. I can't remember why I thought I was busy before I had kids, or if I even had any hobby. My day is spent looking for leprechauns with the twins, dressing up like a Disney princess, and lots of talk about mermaids.
Aww.
The important stuff.
Yes, that is the important stuff. Let's talk about Maxwell. First off, how is he doing physically since we talked last talked to you a few years ago?
He's doing okay. His condition is progressing, but in the large part thanks to the generosity of all of the viewers, we were able to repurpose an already widely used, accepted, FDA-approved medication that is keeping him stable until he receives gene replacement therapy.
Wow.
As a parent of a child with special needs, I'm really curious about this next question. Does Riley understand what's going on with Maxwell, and how do you talk to her about his disease?
It's so difficult, especially because they're twins, and he's the only thing she knows. She knows no different, and my plan was always to develop this treatment for his rare disorder before she was too old and before he was too old to really understand. As time progresses, the differences become more apparent, and Riley wonders why she can do so much more than Maxwell. And I am constantly explaining that we all have different strengths in life, and what her God-given gifts are and what his are, and that he's going to need a little bit extra help.
That's a beautiful way to phrase it. In fact, you're just such a force, Amber. Not only do you fight for your son fiercely, but you also advocate for others living with the same disease. You also helped advocate for my brother-in-law, Eric. I'll never forget it. How are you personally doing, and how are you taking care of yourself?
That's a great question.
It's hard. I think every woman watching knows how hard being a mother it is. And I think so many of us know how exhausting caretaking can be. And when you're a mother caretaking for a medically complex person, there are so many times in life that whatever you thought your day would be at 6 a.m. is not what it is by noon. And so I've found that taking moments noticing clouds or a beautiful sunset or a bird are those moments that you take a couple deep breaths and just appreciate everything around you. Because as you learned so well, Sam, with your brother-in-law, these moments are fleeting and life is not guaranteed.
Amen.
Amber, you kind of answered my question. I was going to ask you, what's your message to mothers going through a tough time in life? That works for you, but what would your message be to them?
My message to mothers going through a tough time in life is that there is a misconception in this world that titanium is the hardest substance on earth, and that is not true. The hardest substance on earth is mom. Aww. And more than that, a mother's love. You are stronger than you think. You are exactly what your child needs, and do not stop until your miracle happens.
Oh, that's beautiful, Amber. Wow. Thank you so much for just being alive.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for saying it. I couldn't figure out a way. Thank you for being a human being on this planet. You are really inspiring. I'm dead serious.
I know. We appreciate you. To our viewers, please, you can visit milestonesformaxwell.org to learn more and to join Amber's fight for a cure. You can donate. Thank you again, Amber. So good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.